All right. How you guys doing? We're streaming everywhere right now. And guys, I just want to come on real quick and tell you guys if you still haven't got your copy yet of Master Your Budget with the 50/30/20 formula, that's, one of my greatest accomplishment is documenting step-by-step process of how to master your money. All right. So I want to tell you guys, go out there, go get your copy. All right. Support the movement, support the knowledge, support the information. I want to tell you that I'm very proud of this project, and I want to tell you guys to go out there and go get yours. All right. So go get your copy. It's available on Amazon, all over. Go get your order. Get that knowledge in your hands so we can teach you how to master your budget. But today, I'm actually here to talk to you more about um, your FIN number. This is something that you must know. And if you don't know your FIN number, I'm here to help you to understand it. Because when you ask the average individual, do you know your FIN? They have no idea what I'm talking about. They have no clue what is a FIN, what is a FIN is about. Is that something on a fish? Is that like a thing that's floating in the air? What is a FIN? What is the FIN number, right? So FIN number stands for final income number, all right? You need to know what is the final income number you would need in order to retire comfortably. Now, if you're going to figure this out, you got to know why. Why? If you don't know why, the how don't make sense. If you don't understand why, the how don't make sense. So I'm going to break it down to you why the FIN number is so important to know, and it's going to change your perspective a little bit. It's going to help you to understand two things. Two things the FIN help you to know. Number one, it teaches you how much you need. That's number one. That's the first thing your FIN number teach you. What is it that you need? Number two, your FIN number teach you how much you should save. Okay? Those are the two things your FIN number is going to teach you today. You're going to know how much you need and how much you need to save. And if you don't know these things, it is so crucial. It is very, very crucial to know these things so that way you can continue winning the money game. And today, I'm going to have the pleasure of doing this for you today. So I just want you to hang in there real quick. I'm going to teach you guys this today. You're going to win the money game. All right? You're going to be winning the money game. And I want to make sure that you're in a position to understand how money works and continue to win in that. All right? So I just make some adjustments here. Okay, perfect. So now let's break this down. There's three things you need to know about your FIN. The first thing you got to know is the now. The second thing you must know is the later. The third thing you must know is the end. Okay? These are the three things. These are three events in your life you need to know how much you're going to need for them and how much you need to save for them. Now, what does now mean? Let me break that down. Now means your current age. Okay? Write that down. Current age. What is your current age? Right? What is your current age? Later. What does later mean? Later means your retirement. Okay? This is the time you want to retire. You got to think about what is the age, what is the retirement age you want to retire. And then the end, well, this is the time where you got to think about your life expectancy. Right? I don't want to put the time, right? Or age. You not plan to die, but you anticipate to die, right? So that's the time of your life expectancy. Okay? So on an average, me and you're going to have a conversation today based upon an average. Because when you know these three events, and it's important that you do know these three events. If you don't know them, a lot of people spend a lot of money. Let me give you some numbers real quick. The average person can spend anywhere from $250 all the way upwards of even $1,000 plus just to get this information that I'm going to share with you today. The average person have to spend an upwards of anywhere from $250, even up to $1,000 plus just to receive this information. Some companies out there, some law for financial firms out there requires you to even have anywhere from $250,000 in liquid assets before they talk to you, before they give you what I'm about to give you today. So I just want you to realize the magnitude of how important it is to learn this information. And the fact that all you have to do is pay attention to that. Pay attention. Take really good notes, right? And I'm going to share with you what people have to spend an extremely amount of income to get the knowledge that I'm about to share with you at all complimentary. All right? So, first thing first, we got to realize, let's talk average. We're going to talk a general conversation. Once again, go out there and go get the book. All right? Because in the book, I talk about this as well. Because, yes, you need to master your budget. But I want to just tell you guys, go get this book on Amazon. Do me a major favor right now, right? I want you to do me a major favor. If you support me, and you've been riding with me, I want you to go get this copy of this book. All right? Go get a copy of this book on Amazon right now. Right? Or wait, not yet. Don't leave yet. Wait till after the video is over. Then go to Amazon and go get your copy. Right? I want you to stay right here. Now, let's get back to it. If you're going to master your F.I.N, you got to know 3 events. You got to know the now, the later, and the end. Now, current age. Later is your retirement age. The end is your life expectancy. Did you know on an average now, we're going to talk average. Did you know on average, the average individual start planning for their retirement at age 30 years old? This is the time where someone takes this thing seriously, at the age of 30 years old. Did you also know that the average person believes that retiring at 65 is the number for them? Right? That's the average retirement age, 65. I believe at some point they're going to raise that to like even upwards of 67 and now 72. Right? That's the average retirement age, 65. Did you know that the average life expectancy for someone is 85 years old on a global scale? In the US, it's actually much less. In some countries, it's on an average of 85. So, if these are the average numbers pertaining to each event, how does these numbers affect us? Well, the average person also believes that when they retire at 65, receiving $5,000 during retirement a month is just enough. So if they're receiving $5,000 every month, that is 12 months in a year. The average person believes receiving $60,000 at the age of 65 during retirement is just enough. That is sufficient for them. Well, I don't know if anybody ever told you if you believe this theory is true. The only way this theory is true is if you plan on living in Thailand, if you're planning to live outside of the US, okay? Because inflation is not going to be the reality for you. This won't be a reality for you unless you are living literally by the minimums. $5,000 coming in every month. $60,000 every year. And we didn't even talk about taxes yet, but we just saying on average, you would have to live a lifestyle that I'm pretty sure you did not desire to live. You're going to live a lifestyle you never desired. And you are the only person that can really truly answer what is the lifestyle that you truly desire. Not the lifestyle that they tell you to live, but what lifestyle do you desire? Because I'm pretty sure the lifestyle you're desiring, if you're listening to me right now, you're watching this, I'm guaranteeing that $5,000 every month, $60,000 every year isn't the lifestyle you truly desire. There's no way you desire that lifestyle. And you shouldn't settle for it either. But let's talk about the average. So if this is the average, right, that every year, if the average individual desire $60,000 every year, right, coming in at 65, going to the average life expectancy, right, to the average life expectancy of 85, this person wants $60,000, right, for the next 20 years. $60,000 for the next 20 years. When you do the math on that, that gives you what? $1.2 million. $1.2 million. Which means that the average individual that wants to live, that wants to retire at 65, and they're planning for a life expectancy at 85 years old, right? They retire at 65 with a life expectancy of 85. That means this individual is planning for the next 20 years, receiving $60,000, which is $1.2 million that they have to have saved up by 65. I want you to ask yourself this question. I want you to ask yourself this question. How many of you are on track? How many of you are on track to have $1.2 million saved up by 65? How many of you? How many of you have $1.2 million saved up by 65? How many of you are on track to do that? Because if you're not on track, that means by the time you reach age 65, you won't be receiving $5,000 every month, $60,000 every year. And for the next 20 years, God forbid, if you live to 85, what if you live longer? What if you live longer? Now, that's the issue within itself. Nobody's teaching you how to plan for this stuff. All you hear people tell you, save your money in 401ks, IRAs, 403bs, buy Roth IRAs, buy crypto, get into real estate. But no one is telling you how much you need to make. No one is breaking it down to you and asking you, what is your desire? What do you desire? But even if you have $1 million, let's say, for example, that you had $1.2 million in your 401k. Do you have $1.2 million in your 401k when you need it? Absolutely not. What if you have $1.2 million in the bank? Do you have $1.2 million when you need it for retirement? Absolutely not. What if you have $1.2 million inside of a Roth IRA? Can you guarantee that it will always be $1.2 million? Absolutely not. No, you cannot. You know why? Because each of these vehicles, you got to always think about where you're saving your $1.2 million on an average. You got to think about two things. One, here's the two things you got to think about. One, what is your risk? And two, what is your tax tolerance? Two things you need to think about when you're thinking about investing and saving your money. Do you know what is your risk tolerance? Do you know what is your risk tolerance? Do you know your tax tolerance? Do you know the 3 ways that your money can be taxed upon needing it? Do you know what it means to get taxed now? Do you know what it means to get taxed later? Do you know how to receive no tax, to get taxed never? Do you understand how to do this? How you think the rich keep getting richer and richer every year? It's because they learn about tax never. Where are you saving your money right now? Are you saving it in the bank? Are you saving it in your 401k? Are you saving it in your 403b, 457s, IRAs? Are you saving it in a variable annuity? Where are you saving this money? Where are you saving it? Because wherever you save it is going to determine how it's going to be taxed when you need it. It's one thing to make money, save money, grow money, then take money, but you got to also learn how to protect your money when you're taking it. If they're not teaching you this, that means they don't have your best interest. So even though you may know that on an average, if an average 30-year-old starts saving for their retirement and they want to retire at 65 and they're planning for the life expectancy of 85, that means that average individual that wants $5,000 every month, $60,000 every year for the next 20 years requires to be saved in at least $1.2 million by 65 in order to make that possible. That's what I'm asking you. Every one of you that's online here, on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Twitch, every last one of you right now that's tuning in, how many of you are on track to have $1.2 million? And then if you do have $1.2 million in the way, how is it going to be taxed when you need it? Is it going to be taxed now, later, or never? Do you want to learn how to get taxed never? Do you want to learn how to get taxed? Never. If you do, I'm willing to teach you. And all you have to pay is attention. And also, if you're going to come to my class, you got to get my book. If you're going to come to my class, you have my book. Go get that book. Master Your Budget with the 50-30-20 formula. You cannot come to my class without this book. If you don't have this book, you can't take my class. Because this book is going to be a game changer for you. Let me tell you something. In this book, you will have homework. You will have homework. You're going to learn about all type of budgeting. I'm going to help you master your budget. You're going to learn how to itemize everything. You're going to master your budget. You're going to learn how budgeting works. I'm going to make you the budgeting king and queen. Okay? You're going to master this thing. Okay? So you got to have this in class. So if you're going to master this, here's the thing. If you want to know how much you need to save, because I just helped you know how much you need, right? Now you just learn what you need. But what must you also learn? Well, how much I need to save? Well, from now till later, we got to figure out how much we got to save in order to reach that $1.2 million. If we're saving primarily in the bank, okay? If we're saving primarily in the bank, I'm going to show you how much money you have to save starting from age 30 to get to 65, right? I'm going to teach you guys how much you have to save from age 30 to 65. So all you have to do is what you need. That $1.2 million right here that you need, take 1.2 right here. $1.2 million. Divide it by the amount of years that you have to save from 30 to 65. That gives you 35 years. So that means the average 30-year-old have 35 years to save $1.2 million. I want to give you the exact number, but it's over $34,000. But let me show you the average, the exact amount. You take $1.2 million, divide it by 35 years that you have to save, equals $34,280, let's say $86 a year you would have to save. That's a year, which average out about $2,800 plus dollars. So you divide it again by 12, right? Yeah, 2,857. $2,857 every month. One would have to save in order, if you're saving this in the bank, right? If you're saving money in the bank, you would have to be saving $34,286 per year, or $2,857 per month. How many of you know a 30-year-old out there that could do that? How many of you as a 40-year-old can do that? How many of you as a 50-year-old can do that? And then you got to ask yourself, you know what scares people when they think about their F.I.N number? Because they realize that, Keyon, I don't have enough time and I don't have enough money. Time and money becomes everybody's biggest complaint. Time and money. This is the reason why most people are not on track to retire comfortably. And that's the reason why I encourage people. I teach them how to use their W-2 to start a 1099. You need to use your W-2 job to start a 1099 business or investments, right? You got to do that. What does that mean? Take the money that you're making from your job, start a business part-time, or invest part-time, and eventually that business or that investment can replace your job in no time. It's the cycle. You have to invest in yourself. You have to believe in yourself. But you got to have the right mentor and the right teacher and the right person to guide you. That's the reason why I've been educating families for over a decade now. That's why I finally wrote a book. I finally wrote the book. Because this is one of 4 series of this book. I'm working on the other series already. But I had to teach you budgeting first. But the next book is going to talk more about the importance of planning. Planning for this future. Planning for your F.I.N number. You have to know your F.I.N. Because if you don't learn your F.I.N, then you will always be stuck on not knowing why you need to save. You need a budget. You need to know your number. What is your number? Let me help you discover your number. So that way, at least you know why you waking up early, why you working overnights, why you working double shifts. You're not just working just to pay bills. You're not just working to get by. You're not building a business just to live a lifestyle, to go to the club and pop bottles and buy nice cars. Don't live your life only to be a memory. Live your life to become a legacy. Too many of us got sold. We got sold and we're still asleep. Even those who are awoke are still half asleep. You need to become awakened. And I want to awaken you to realize that your job does not going to give you the lifestyle you truly deserve. Your job is not going to give you the lifestyle you desire. But if you have a job and you have a part-time business, or you invest in outside of your 401ks and your job, you may have a chance to live the lifestyle you truly, truly desire and deserve. And all I want to do is guide you along that path. But if you're ready to take that next step, if you're ready to take that next step, here's what you got to do. All you have to do is literally text the following things: your full name and your email. And with this, when you text these two things, text them to 321-312-0130. If you text your full name, 1, 2, and your email, text it to this number. I'm looking to mentor at least 30 people. The first 30 people that text me, I will mentor you for free. The first 30 people that text me, and I'm only accepting 30, by the way. I'm serious, only 30. Because when I work with someone, I'm going to work with you for the next 3 to 12 months. I'm going to work with you for the next 3 to 12 months at no cost. For the first 30 people that text 321-312-0130. I'm only opening the roster for 30 new students. If you're someone that want to learn how to master your money, master your budget, master a business plan, you want to learn all that stuff, and like I said, get the book, because you're going to need it for class. Get this book, invest in yourself. Go to Amazon and search Master Your Budget with the 50-30-20 formula and get the book. It's the same cover. You're going to see it online. If you don't see the cover, let me give you a full cover here. This is the full cover. This is what it looks like online. Go get your book. Go get your book for class. All right? So once again, text your full name, text your email to 321-312-0130, and I'm going to mentor you, I'm going to teach you, I'm going to guide you, and I'm going to help you. Only the first 30 that text. Only the first 30 is going to get in the class. All right? And for many of you that don't know who I am, my name is Coach Keyon, also known as Mr. Finance, your favorite financial educator, business coach. And I just want to remind you, you are one decision away from changing your future for the better. So always remember that the choice is yours. And also, if you want to know how good I am, and you want to know how many people I've helped, go to Google and see why I have a 5-star review. I've been in this industry for over a decade. I've helped thousands of families, and all they had to pay was attention. Go to Google and Google my company and go read the reviews. Go to Google and type in BShynaz, Go Google my business and go read all the reviews of my students and see why they give me a 5-star review. And read every review and let me know what you think. Once again, go to Google, type in BShynazLegacy and learn why I have a 5-star review for an educator and a financial coach that's been in this industry for over a decade, and go see how many lives I've changed. And I want to help change 30 more. I want to change 30 more lives. So if that is you, text that number, your name and email, and I'm going to send you a gift. And I'm going to mentor you for the next 3 to 12 months. And I'm going to teach you the following things. I'm going to teach you 4 things. Number 1, I'm going to teach you how to make more money. I'm going to teach you how you can make more money. Number 2, I'm going to teach you where to save your money. And number 3, I'm going to teach you how to grow it. And then number 4, I will be teaching you how to protect it. I'm going to teach you these 4 things. These 4 things are so crucial in this program. You're going to learn these 4 things. So once again, text your full name, email address to 321-312-0130. And yes, for those of you that are wondering, am I licensed? I am licensed, okay? And I have my license in over 20 plus states. So I could work with you. And if I don't have a license in your state, I will go get one. That's how dedicated I am to educating. I want to educate at least 1 million people before my 65th birthday. I'm 37 young, so I have a long way to go. I want to educate 1 million people before my 65th birthday. Do you want to be one of them? The choice is yours. All right? So thank you guys. I'll see you guys soon. I can't wait to empower you. And hey, the choice is yours. The ball's in your court. Remember, all you had to pay was attention. You have nothing to lose, but so much to gain. See you next time, guys. Bye-bye.